I just love peppermint tea, don't you? Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dara K. Fulton, and on this channel, we talk all things motivation and some creativity in the mix, as well as entrepreneur life, where I give you a behind the scenes of what it's like to be an ESL teacher. And my business name is Applied ESL, which is an online English tutoring service with a creative approach. And I help adult learners build their confidence while practicing and improving their English speaking skills. Welcome, everyone. I know it has been some months that I've last posted on here, but just know, friends, that I've had very good reason for that because things on my side has been such a roller coaster that I just needed I just need to breathe. Can I be honest? I just needed to breathe. So let me just give you a recap just in case if you're new to my channel. Welcome. Happy to have you here. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for being here as well. Please hit that subscribe button. I promise you, you won't regret it. And if you like this video, hit that like button. It really helps me a lot. So why am I dressed up is because it's the holiday season. I actually just had a holiday party, virtual party with my students, and we had a great time. And I just wanted to dress for the occasion. But let's go back a little bit because the last videos before this one, it might seem a little up and down because there was one video where I talked about losing my home, and then I did another video where I talked about publishing my workbook too for my business Applied ESL. And then the last video is a DIY video about key necklaces. So you're going to see a little variety, and this is what this channel is about. It's a little bit of Dara in many different ways, but I haven't really come on here and give you an update as to what's been happening. So let's just get right to it. I have been really having a really major emotional difficult time. Okay, as I mentioned in my previous video, I did lose my home sadly. Around the time I lost my home, I was hired for a nonprofit company organization, and so now I'm teaching classes with them. I still teach with Lingoda, which I love working with Lingoda. Shout out to you, Lingoda, for always allowing me to be your teacher. So I've been keeping busy with that. But the sad news in all of this is, besides losing my home, I feel like I lost my husband as well. We have been separated, and currently I have not heard from him in over a month. It has been very, very difficult to cope with that. I can't go into details, of course, for privacy reasons, but let's just say that he's going through a tough time and I'm going through a tough time, and sadly we are not together. I don't know what the future holds in regards to that, but I will say that it has been a huge adjustment and a life-changing experience. The reason why I say life-changing is because when you are married to someone, you marry your life partner. So it's not like a boyfriend-girlfriend situation. It's someone that you are spending your life with. I still love him very much. I still care about him very much. This year has been confusing because there's half of the year how can I say this? In my life, it's been these two major emotions. There's the one side of me that's been extremely depressed, crying all the time, very upset, and there's the other side of me that's like super happy because there's been some wins that's happened in this 2021. Sadly, the sad part has been in the marital department, but outside of that, there has been some really great things happening with my company, AppliedESL. It's hard to balance these two major emotions because how do you cope? And for me, I feel like I haven't been able to breathe. I feel like I haven't been able to really process. It's like this year was the year of every time I think that everything's okay, something happens. And now I'm like, whoa. And right when I get back up from that, something else happens. So there's been layers and layers on top of layers. I don't feel like I've really been heard. I feel like I've been abandoned. Yes, I do feel like that. I feel that for the first time, I feel like the rug has been pulled under my feet. Seriously. And it's hard to process that. At the same time, you are in a position where you have to work, right? I am a teacher, so my work, I have to be seen, right? In my business, same thing. So I have a business to run, I have my work to do, and trying to be like this is extremely difficult when your heart is broken. So that's just an overview like a general summary of what's been happening. Um, it's just very hard. I don't know if anyone else is really can really relate to me on this one, when you really have something major happening in the background, but you still have to keep up because you have other things to do. You have people relying on you. It's hard. So I try my best to stay up. I dress like this. I wear things like this. Okay, it's actually shaped like jingle bells. Okay, I love nails. As many of you may know this already, I love nails. Okay, so I like to, you know, have my colors. Okay, but I do these things to perk up my spirits, because if I didn't do these things to perk up my spirits, I really believe that I would be in deep depression right now and I wouldn't be able to teach or be on camera or anything. I've been wanting to come on camera for months now, but every time I turn on the camera to speak, I feel like I'm ready to cry. And so that's also a reason why recently I've taken a social media break. I haven't posted. I'm very active on my Instagram business page, AppliedESL. So if you're interested in following me there, please feel free to do so. But I haven't felt like being on camera, because it's so heavy. This thing is so heavy. On a brighter note, I will say that there have been some wins. I have completed a class that is all about entrepreneurship. It's particularly if you are a certified business, which is called Women Minority Business Enterprise, WMBE. So I am a certified business here in the city of New York, and what happens is when you become certified, you're able to apply for government contracts, where now you are contracting your business out to government, and they provide the clients for you, and it's that kind of connection, so to speak. It's a great opportunity to get your name out there, get your business out there, because I can speak right now. It is really hard sometimes to get people to come to you because they don't know you, and it takes a lot of time, marketing, planning, etc. I am the only person of my business, the only person. So it's not like I have a team of people working with me. So everything you see here and on Instagram, I'm doing on my own. Excuse me. So it's very challenging. But I will say, I do enjoy the process. I do enjoy the learning process. This class I took was called Contract Her from the New York City Women Chamber of Commerce. It was a 10-week intensive. I finished about a few weeks, I think back in November. Yes, November 12th, I graduated. And I've been investing in myself, buying ebooks and taking courses, and purchasing courses, okay? So I have been doing a lot of studying, building my business. I published my workbook too, as you see in the video prior to this one, which, by the way, if you want to support a small business, okay, and if you are a fellow teacher and you are looking for a resource, I've published 2 workbooks that focuses on life skills. It's really geared towards beginner and intermediate levels. Definitely check that out on Amazon. But I want to just make sure I say this before I end this video. I'm going to try not to make this video too long. Mental health is so very important, ladies and gentlemen. And I know many of you probably heard this already, or you're hearing it because, after the situation we're going through currently, C-19, a lot of people have now embraced therapy, have embraced, mental health awareness, right? And I'm so grateful for that, because it's something that was considered like a bad thing. It was a stigma. But in fairness, we're all human, right? And we all feel. And, it's good to be aware of your feelings and to be aware that when things hurt, it hurts. And it hurts deep, okay? And it's important to acknowledge that and to do something about it. It's not healthy to isolate. I know at times, I'm speaking from personal experience, you feel like that's the best thing to do, but it's really not. It's really good to talk things out with people. It's good to, if you're a believer, pray. Prayer is very powerful. Let me just say this to you. If I didn't have God in my life, if I didn't have my family, I would be a mess, okay? So prayer is definitely powerful. I would highly recommend that. If you are a person who meditates, by all means, whatever it is to get in touch with your spirituality, to get connected with yourself, it's very necessary. And that's something I have been doing quiet as it's kept. So I would say now that if you're in a position like me, or even worse, where you've had a loss or losses, definitely take the time to focus on that and to seek any type of help that you feel may be appropriate to you. Don't go by the stigma of, well, just get over it. No, you're a human being. You have the right to feel. You have the right to be vulnerable. And people who understand that will get it. And those who are ignorant to that, it is what it is. So I've actually taken a month off for social media. I haven't posted anything. It has helped. I mean, I'm not 100% back, but I'm trying to get back in the swing of things because I have really big projects that I'm looking to do for 2022. I have a lot of goals that I'm trying to accomplish that requires me to be here on YouTube and to be on camera. And there's a lot I want to provide and share here, even on this channel, on my AppliedESL channel, and on Instagram. So these are the platforms I'm really focusing on a lot. And in order for me to accomplish those things, I need to be okay enough to do it, right? So that's something I just want to just put out there, as just a motivation, that don't feel ashamed that you are going through it. Don't feel bad. I think it's fair to say we all going through something. Breakups or heartbreak is real. It's very real. My heart is hurt very much. So I guess I'll end this video by just saying to all of you now that I'm okay. It's a day-by-day process. I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm feeling 100%. I'm not. I cry every night, and that's my secret. So now you know. But I am trying my best, and I think I'm so grateful to my students near and far because they really help keep me going. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to work with them, work for this organization, work for Lingoda. It really helps. It keeps me grounded. And I'm grateful to my business because it helps a lot. But most of all, I'm grateful to all of you out there who show me love and support. Thank you for still being here. Thank you for still being subscribed to this channel because I know I'm not always very consistent, and I'm hoping that will change for next year. And lastly, I'm just grateful to God. I'm grateful to my family that, my family keeps me grounded. God is keeping me here. So he has a greater purpose for me. And despite this setback, there's always room for a comeback. And so I'll be coming back. So thank you so much for listening. I hope this gives some perspective when it comes to my update. And if you don't see me before we say Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to all of you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Just happy to all of you. Have a wonderful and safe New Year 2022. Let's make that our year of happiness and greatness. Okay, one step at a time. Always try your best, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you all so much. Take care, everyone.